Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WWE SmackDown Live post show. I'm your boy Ango, joined by Billy TKO. No. No.
You can start. I'll let you go. I got some shit to say. This is your show. Do what you have to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the way to do it. This is definitely not the way to do it. I have been watching WWE for over a year. Tell me a story. The story has to be finished. And Cody Rhodes made it very clear that the story is taking everything from Roman Reigns and it is winning the WWE Championship. But Cody Rhodes is not challenging Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. He, in fact, is choosing Seth Rollins. He had special counsel. He spoke to some legends. That's what Cody Rhodes did. And all of a sudden, he's giving up his WrestleMania Night 2 main event and giving it up to The Rock. This is the most dumb bullshit I have ever seen in my life, because at the end of the day, while I truly believe Cody will be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns, you are now making me wait a lot longer to get there. And look, I'm not one of those guys. I've anybody who watches my content understands I am the most patient fucking guy in the IWC. People understand that I'm okay with letting things play out. But no, my friends, this one is not one that I'm happy with. And I'm sorry if my tone is a little bit negative today, but quite honestly, I genuinely believed that this was bullshit, because Cody Rhodes has officially confirmed he is not challenging Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and out comes The Rock. And I get it. The business, it makes sense for The Rock and Roman. It's a match that has to happen. I understand greatly why it's happening. But at the end of the day, it could have waited. It didn't have to be WrestleMania 40. And what's actually so surprising to me is how the crowd ate this up. But if you look at that facial reaction from Cody Rhodes, that looked like a genuine disappointment in the fact that this was happening. And I don't know what the fuck The Rock had whispered to Cody Rhodes. But at the end of the day, The Rock came in and he took the main event away from Cody Rhodes. And this was WWE telling me a fucking storyline for over a year. Over a year, they've been telling me a story, and now they're fucking throwing it back in my face and saying no. And that, to me, is inexcusable. And I am very, very sorry for the fact that I'm negative about this, but obviously, as somebody who covers the shows, this SmackDown was freaking awesome, bro. This was a great SmackDown, and this was the worst way to stop and end the show. I don't know what the hell WWE did here. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. And again, I'm probably one of the most patient people in the IWC, because I look at logic and I see what WWE is doing and how they're telling the story. And today, it's not. It's very dumb. And actually, the fact that Cody, even the visual of Cody just stepping aside for The Rock, who has not been there, to me is a big mistake. It looked really poor on Cody Rhodes. And there's only one thing I could think of. And I swear to God, if they do not have Cody Rhodes dethrone Roman Reigns, that guy needs to leave WWE, which I trust that WWE has a plan here. I haven't lost faith in WWE, but I trust that WWE has a plan here for Cody to get to Roman. But I'm sorry, it should have been WrestleMania 40. And The Rock and Roman, they didn't even exchange words. They didn't do anything. Guys, this is obviously going to be a very heated episode. I don't even know if I could censor myself in this one. But the best thing you guys can do if you want to support the channel is drop those super chats. It's definitely going to be worth doing, because this is about to get hot and heavy. Billy, what's your reaction, man?
Dude, raw, real emotion. Again, I can't censor. I'm so sorry, brother. I can't censor myself here. Fuck that. Whatever the fuck that was, fuck that. I sat for a fucking year. Sorry if I get a little emotional here. I sat for a fucking year, watched a TV show that told me something was supposed to happen, completely flips the tide and gives me something different. Yes, I get it. It's The Rock. I understand. I'm a fan of the fucking Rock, dude. Love Dwayne Johnson. Love his movies. Dude, you're 50. It's time. You don't have to always come back. Again, 4 years ago, this match made the most amount of sense. Today, it doesn't. You want to know who makes sense? Cody Rhodes. That's who makes sense. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. But right here, I'm getting The Rock. And what? Cody handing off his Royal Rumble match? Just here you go. You're The Rock. You can have it. Fuck that. Fuck that, dude. It blows my mind. I seen something in the comment section. It said maybe CM Punk was right. Maybe The Rock just does come back and just he gets what he wants. This was the biggest, sorry to bring him up, Vince McMahon play that you could have had. I get it. You want money. Do you want money or do you want to give the stories that you've been giving to the people? At the end of the day, it's no fucking different. It is the same as what it once was, right? This just told me that, oh, okay, at the end of the day, yeah, you may watch the show, but if this is involved, yeah, sorry about your damn luck. I get it.
You know what's so crazy, Billy?
What's that?
When I was watching Raw on Monday, like I was a big fan of the Seth Rollins, talking shit about the title and stuff. And I was such a huge fan of Roman trashing the world title today. And it's like, it's cool because it's logical. That's what a champion would do. But I'm sorry, man. I don't think this is the right way to go about it. Here's the thing. Let me like make this really clear. Yeah. This is wrestling. I don't care. Life is way more important than this wrestling shit. But in terms of watching the show, this is the first time I feel like since Triple H has taken over creative where I feel like, what the fuck just happened? Like, this is the first blunder where I'm like, this is ridiculous.
You got it wrong.
But here's the thing. Is there a way to fix it? Yeah, there is. Yeah. However, what I got to say is that I don't know if I could be as optimistic now. My confidence in the booking for this particular storyline, because The Rock comes back. Let me ask you, what are you going to do, Triple H, every single time one of your legends want to come back and get the world championship match? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the whole point that I'm trying to make here. It's like, okay, great. This is going to happen now every single time a legend just waltzes back in the company, or do you make special plans strictly for Dwayne Johnson? Is because if that's the case, I mean, you're showing me favoritism without, actually telling me. Yeah. No, that's a favoritism thing, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think it's for every single one. I don't. I think it's strictly for Dwayne because of the money that Dwayne brings into the company.
He brings the money. He does it. Listen, The Rock and Roman is a match that has to happen, without a doubt. But my problem that I have, and I see people in the chat, I don't think people understand. Cody said he's going to finish the story, but not at WrestleMania. There's only two options. It's either Seth or Roman. You stepped aside for The Rock. The Rock and Roman didn't have to say any words. They just sold the main event. There's no question that WrestleMania 40, Rock versus Roman, is the biggest main event. I get that. I'm not stupid. I'm
so sorry to cut you off. I seen a couple people and they were saying Elimination Chamber, Cody, absolutely not. The Rock and Roman made sense there, not Cody and Roman.
Okay, I want to read this super chat.
Okay. Bring it on.
Burning One AC dropped a $5 super chat. Y'all are getting work. They have a different plan. This is exactly what they want you to think. Brother, I freaking hope so.
Me too. Every part of my body.
Here's the thing. If you have Cody versus Roman at Elimination Chamber and Cody wins the belt at Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia with 60,000 in attendance or whatever the number is going to be, I'm okay with that. But they didn't tell me that. And if they want me to keep watching, listen, I cover wrestling. I'm going to keep watching, obviously.
Right.
But at the same time, too, Cody winning the belt, then what does he do at WrestleMania Night 2? He obviously isn't main eventing. So Roman and Rock main event without the belt, it hurts the value of the title. Do I think there could be a different plan? Yes. However, at the same time, too, I am very frightened by the fact that they made it relatively clear that Seth Rollins is Cody's choice. And at the end of the day, The Rock versus Roman, it's a match. I've said it before. It has to happen. It didn't have to happen at WrestleMania Night 2 instead of Cody. And it's not because of an opinion, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just make that one thing clear. I'm not saying that match shouldn't happen. I never said that Cody can't do a triple threat with The Rock and Roman. I never said. But to
I will
me,
say,
the storytelling on weekly television for a past year has been Cody getting back to finishing the story. And now all of a sudden his story wasn't that big of a deal. It just seems a little bit weird to me.
and it's always been Roman. This tonight told you it's always been Roman.
And it will be. It will be.
It
Roman.
will be Roman. Right.
Said it.
It will be. But problem is, will it? We're asking a lot of questions here. I see a lot of people. I see what they're saying. It makes a lot of sense. And it really does. Maybe we are getting swerved here. Again, hope so. Every part of my body hopes that we are getting a swerve here. And that in like 4 weeks' time, we'll come back to this and laugh about it. But the way you just told me on television exactly what is going on, you told me 100% that it is The Rock and Roman Night 2 WrestleMania main event. That's just what you told me. That face down, that stare down, it's The Rock and Cena. It's the same thing. So come on, you know what your main event is. You can add Cody to the mix, absolutely. My thought process is The Rock whispered in his ear and was like, "Hey, pal, sorry, get him next year."
It's just business, pal.
Yeah.
Nah, it's crazy. This is crazy. You know what's crazy? I understand a lot of people are saying it's a work or it's a swerve or this and that. But I mean, he had the chance in front of the two general managers to pick his opponent, and he says it's not happening at WrestleMania. That's it. Simple as that. I want to be optimistic as fuck, but unfortunately, that's not the case. What are you going to do? Make Cody look goofy as fuck on Raw, going to Raw and being like, oh, you know what, Seth? I'm not choosing you either. I'm going to go choose Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship. No, let's have some common sense here. However, Burning One AC, I appreciate the super chat, and I hope to God you're right, but I don't think that's the case. They left the standoff with The Rock and Roman because they're going to build towards that at WrestleMania Night 2. Yep. And, you know, I see some people in the chat saying, hey, what about SummerSlam or what about this or Bash at Berlin? No, listen. Mm-hmm. If you're giving it to me that soon, this year, if you're giving it to me this year, I want it. I don't care. I want it.
Right now, yes.
You don't discontinue the story. But here's the thing. This is where it becomes troublesome. And this is where I think people are having a little bit of a hard time understanding this. Cody beat Seth Rollins, what, 3 or 4 times?
3 times.
3 times he beat Seth Rollins?
Seth never beat him once.
Okay. So you're going to have Cody go and win the World Heavyweight Championship and then go and face Roman Reigns and unify the belts, going back to the same problem we had before? You can't do that. Nope. Then you also got to think really logically about Cody Rhodes in the sense of if he loses to Seth Rollins, then Cody Rhodes wasn't good enough to beat Roman Reigns last year, and he wasn't good enough to beat Seth Rollins this year. And to me, this was a very, very odd decision to make because no matter how I think about it, no matter which swerve I'm hoping for, there is not one that looks good for anybody here.
No.
And who the fuck am I? I'm just a mark on the internet talking about wrestling.
Right.
But at the end of the day, WWE, you just saw WWE in real time say, hey, everything we told you since Cody's coming to WWE has now gone out the window.
Doesn't matter.
Burning One AC, thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Paul David Elliott. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Just became a new member. Appreciate that. Adam Myron dropped a $5 super chat. Wait a minute. Ango, he never said he was challenging Seth Rollins. WWE is up to something. He just never said he wants Rollins. He literally said that he's not going to do it at WrestleMania with Roman Reigns. There's no other option other than Seth Rollins.
Right.
It makes no sense. However, what's really intriguing to me, and I do want to point this out, if they have a plan, if they have an alternative, if they have something else that they're going to be cooking here, I pray to God that they make it very clear on Raw because I cannot imagine Cody going face to face with Seth and being like, hey, I'm getting Roman Reigns.
And then go. I'm sorry.
The only thing I would be happy with, this would be the only scenario. Hear me out loud and clear, everybody. Yep. And I'm not saying this is good, great, anything, but at least for me personally, just for me, I would be okay with this. Cody goes to Seth Rollins and he says, I'm not choosing you at WrestleMania either. See, what Roman Reigns doesn't know is that I'm going to challenge him at Elimination Chamber. I'm not waiting till WrestleMania. That would be the only thing that can clear up the feeling that I have today. And at the end of the day, Rock and Roman doesn't need the belt.
Nope.
But that's the only way they could fix this for me. And I'm pretty damn clear on that.
Now, the problem is, let me ask you this, because now this opens up a line of questioning, right?
Yeah.
We're coming into a line of questioning now. So, yeah, you can do all that, right? It makes logical sense. But what happens under the circumstance that Roman loses the belt, especially a month before WrestleMania, wouldn't that then make Roman look really weak?
No.
No,
there's ways to book around that.
Because now we have to do some kind of flubbish finish then.
Either way, there's flubbish finishes in every single Roman Reigns match, so I don't really care. But if Cody beats Roman and it's not clean, it doesn't matter. For all we know, Roman could lose Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. I don't know, but I don't really give a fuck about the all those other details at the moment. I care about finishing the fucking story.
Just getting there. At this point, I'm fighting for my life, Trips. Just get me there.
I cannot believe it. I'm actually shocked. I thought WWE was I don't know. I don't know. They couldn't
do no wrong.
To me, it was just like wrong. To me, it just felt like on Monday, it was like, okay, this is a cool way for Seth to really make it seem like he is a good champion, which is it accomplished that because he made a very good point, logical point. But I swear to God, if WWE is not giving me Cody and Roman at Elimination Chamber for the belt, I don't know. I don't know.
Ango, can I tell you how pissed I am? And I'm just having these thoughts. I'm having these thoughts of all these videos that I've made talking about it, and just all the people ready to flood the comment section. It's really shocking me right now thinking about it.
It's just
how all of them get to say for a moment that they're right.
It's not about being right or wrong. It's about following the freaking story. The people that are saying you're wrong or the people that are hating on things, they're just doing it, as like troll attempts or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you follow the show, I'm not talking like my opinion on Cody finishing the story is not because I'm a fan of Cody. I'm a fucking huge fan of Roman and The Rock. Like, obviously, people who
the match is a great match.
Yeah, like it's cool. It's just that's not what I've been watching. It's like watching a TV show where the perfect comparison. It's like watching a TV show where the ending, for me at least, I know some people will disagree, but like I didn't like the ending of Game of Thrones. A lot of people are shocked when I say that, but I didn't like the ending of Game of Thrones. To me, it felt like, wow, I just watched 8 seasons of a show. And then on the last episode or whatever.
Yeah, that last season of Game of Thrones.
But I'm just saying, like, it just seems like, wow, you really got off track with what you're trying to accomplish here. And the thing is, like, I talk very highly about what WWE has been doing in the last year because WWE has been doing a lot of great stuff every week, telling stories. So now I'm like, whoa, you're getting off track. However, like I said, maybe we're jumping the gun. I don't mind if I'm jumping the gun, but I want to be very, very clear tonight. The only way they could rectify this is if Cody goes to Seth and says, hey, I'm not challenging you at WrestleMania either. And that, here's the thing.
I mean, bro, he has to do that because he literally just was on TV like, yeah, Seth's belt really ain't it. And you're right. You just bashed the one thing that you'd be going to fight for.
It's crazy. And what Seth is going to drop the belt to Cody, and like I'm okay with Cody winning the World Heavyweight Championship. I said this before, just not for WrestleMania 40. They should have done it 8 months ago or whenever they introduced it. I don't know. Right. To me, this was a major fumble. As I'm analyzing in real time, no matter what, there's a sour taste in my mouth, and I'm not going to be apologetic, and I'm not going to sit here and communicate to you guys at all whatsoever some fake stuff, because the thing is, there's a lot of content creators and a lot of people in the space who they will fluff their opinions to get the popular opinion. And I try to be, no, I don't try. I'm as authentic as possible. I'm very consistent in the way that I approach and view wrestling. And obviously, for somebody who cares about storytelling, it makes sense that I would be relatively upset and bothered by the one flaw in a fucking storyline that's been conveyed over a year. Had The Rock and Roman happen at Elimination Chamber and Cody versus Roman happens at WrestleMania, I don't know. It would have been different because Cody and Roman, that was the thing. That was the thing. They took up TV time in the past year to tell me that was going to happen, and it's not happening. So to me, it's just really strange.
I seen a super chat, and I'll wait till you get there, but it's something that we're going to touch on that now looking at it, it's like, okay.
Yeah, let's continue with the super chats. Adam Myron, thank you so much for the super chat. Adam78, another Adam. Thank you for the super chat. $5. Rock versus Reigns is probably to prove who the real tribal chief is. Cody at SummerSlam.
Okay.
If you want to give me Cody versus Reigns at SummerSlam, I'm okay with that. However, what do you do in the meantime? That's the question here. What do you do in the meantime with Cody in the World Heavyweight Championship?
What do you do with his Royal Rumble match that he just won?
Does WWE do the unthinkable and have Cody win back-to-back Royal Rumbles?
Dude, there's no way.
Don't say that, bro.
Dude, there's no.
I
know, bro, but there is no way. 2 was we were pushing it. So you're gonna tell me 3? Oh no. Not after Punk just came out here talking about finishing his.
His story's different. It doesn't have to be with Cody. I don't know. But I'm just saying.
He literally has talked about how, like, the one thing he hasn't done is won a Royal Rumble and then went on and main event at WrestleMania. His story has everything to do with the Rumble.
Do you think I care about CM Punk's story?
Not right now. No, I know you don't, but I do, and I think about it.
Yeah. But like right now, I don't care about CM Punk's story because CM Punk's story has not been on weekly television for a year.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I understand that.
Adam78, thank you for the super chat. You're gonna say something. What?
Oh no, I was gonna let you do your thing. That's my bad.
All right, we got another super chat from TRH for 99 cents, but there's no comment. Thank you, TRH, for the 99 cents. Martin Orengo, $4.99. Does Priest finally cash in at WrestleMania and steals does he steal the spotlight from Cody winning the World Heavyweight Championship if indeed it's from the looks of it? Cody versus Rollins. Okay, this could be a little bit logical, right? Have Cody versus Seth at WrestleMania. Cody wins the belt. Judgment Day cost him. Damian Priest wins the belt. And then the next night, Cody Rhodes he runs away from the Judgment Day. I don't know. But then he gets to SmackDown and continues to finish the story. I don't know. To me, this was WWE calling an audible that changes a whole bunch of WrestleMania plans. 100%.
Punk getting hurt really...
It changed everything.
Yeah, uh-huh.
But also at the same time, too, that is ridiculous because Triple H is smart enough to know
how to get around it.
He had plans before Punk came into the company.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. And there was a guy before Punk.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
No.
Now, if you want to do this, it's a logical reason for Cody to win the belt and then get screwed and cash in on. That's fine. Fuck it. I don't care. But I do not want Cody losing in a clean manner to Seth Rollins. He beat him 3 times. Now all of a sudden the belt's at stake. Oh, and you're going to lose. It just doesn't work with me.
Logically, it doesn't make sense.
It's not good. It's not good storytelling in my opinion. But that's the thing with WWE right now is like, good luck, my friends, because I have no idea what the hell you're about to do. And I can only hope that you're about to do something big.
I have no idea what is even going on anymore.
That it's just crazy. And there's a lot more of SmackDown to talk about, guys. So we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, I was about to say, for all the people who came in here and it sounds like we're just having a shit fest on WWE right now, that is not the case. The show was a good show.
Dude, fucking a great show with a shitty ass ending.
Yeah.
And it's not like one of those shitty endings where it's like, just, wrong creative decision. This was
that shit stunk.
That was booty.
Yeah, that shit stunk.
Booty. That shit was fucking booty. Dead ass, dude. Dead ass. I always wanted to use that. I never use it in my streams. Martin, thank you for the super chat. TRH dropped another super chat, this time with a comment for $1.99. Screw finishing the story. It's The Rock. I get it. Guys, I get it. Don't get it twisted. I get it. It is The Rock. But at the same time, too, me wanting Cody to finish the story actually has nothing to do with Cody finishing the story. It has, for me, it's about WWE finishing the story that they've been telling me. That's all it really is. Like I said, The Rock and Roman could happen anywhere. it's also kind of a dumb business move considering that they could have literally done something with The Rock versus Roman Reigns next year at WrestleMania. Like that's
It
and
didn't
it would have
matter
made
when
more
they
sense
did
with
it.
it would have made more sense with the Netflix deal and everything too. Again, maybe I'm jumping the gun, but to me, this is inexcusable. And I don't care what anybody
Absolutely.
else says. Nobody will be able to change my mind.
Nope.
I'm going to read these super chats. Maybe somebody has some good points, but definitely not changing my mind on this. This was a big fumble. Will I enjoy WrestleMania 40 now that Cody's not going to finish the story against Roman Reigns? Yeah, I'm sure I will enjoy WrestleMania. I'm not going to be some fucking dude that's sitting here lying through my teeth. I will. And obviously, I'm excited about The Rock and Roman Reigns, just not for WrestleMania 40. That match, I will be watching that match, being reminded that Cody, for over a year, has faced so much
And
adversity only for The Rock to take it from him.
was supposed to be there.
Crazy.
Crazy.
TRH, thank you for the super chats. Paul David Elliott, $5 super chat. Hey guys, on the lighter side, who wins Super Bowl 58? 49ers or the
You
Chiefs?
don't want to ask us that either.
You definitely don't want to ask us that. I don't know why Billy's got a freaking Denver Broncos beanie on, but we're Detroit Lions guys, and you know what I'll say is this. I'm really tired of the NFL and the Taylor Swift and the Travis Kelce thing, and I'm really tired of the Pat Mahomes stuff. I'm not a fan of the Chiefs. I never have been.
Just the same way I'm tired of the Rock stuff. I said it.
Yeah, you know, I'm not a big fan of this team.
I like the hungry. I like the grinders, the Cody Rhodes, the Detroit Lions of the world.
Here's what I'll say, just for shits and giggles. The 49ers beat the Lions beat the Chiefs. So at the end of the day, I would rather have the team that beat us win. But I'm not watching the Super Bowl either because
the
Lions didn't make it.
That's
so
right.
When your team doesn't make it and they don't finish their story,
shit stunk just like this.
There's only one other time in this past week. Wow, bro. In the same fucking week.
Bro,
I've been
hurts.
disappointed
It
twice. True disappointment, ladies and gentlemen. True disappointment. Paul, thank you for the $5 super chat. Shout out to David Honchel becoming a YouTube member. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Burning One AC, another super chat for $2. SummerSlam at Madison Square Garden with Cody versus Roman makes sense.
So this is the one that I wanted to touch on when I had brought it up earlier. This does kind of put into factor if it's at Madison Square Garden. If you want to do it there, again, Ango said it earlier, as long as we do it this year, you know, good, right? If you want to do it at SummerSlam, I am absolutely okay with that under the stretch that, number one, it's at Madison Square Garden, which my guess is that it is. That tells me that's where Dusty had it taken away from him. You know, Dusty has been a big part of the story. So I definitely can see this taking place, and it does make sense. Do I like it? No, because I do feel like Cody has done so much for the WWE in the sense of like, hey, this belongs at WrestleMania. But if you want to make SummerSlam really that number 2 show of the year, yeah, you do it like this. So I don't think it's a horrible idea. Would you agree, Ango?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there is some little caveat to this.
Okay, bring it on. What's the caveat?
No, not to your statement, but in general, to what happened on SmackDown, there's some sort of caveat. It's not as direct. They were very clear on that. Let's not get it twisted. They made it very clear that Cody is coming for Roman Reigns at some point. So whenever that may be, I don't know. I don't necessarily care at this point, but me personally, it's got to happen, and you cannot make me wait much longer. The sooner, the better. It's very tough. Here's the thing: WWE's booking. If I have a look, like if I could be positive, try to make a positive out of this. WWE has been really good with long-term storytelling. This is clearly a bump in the road for Cody. The problem is the bump in the road for Cody is happening at WrestleMania because he's not getting Roman. At the end of the day, they are going to have to do a lot to make me happy here. And I don't know how they're going to do it. Do I think they eventually will make me happy? Yes. Does it happen at MSG? Does it happen? I don't know where it happens. I don't care where it happens. To be honest, I've made that pretty clear for a long time. But at the same time, too, the story that they've been telling me has been WrestleMania 40. Yeah, so absolutely. At this point, I have to find the positive. And the positive is put the freaking belt on Cody Rhodes at some point soon. I trust that they could do the long-term storytelling on weekly television. This is not AEW. Don't get offended that I'm saying this, people. This is the reality. For over a year, I have not seen a long-term storytelling blunder by Triple H. There has not been one. It took one episode and one segment to be a fumble. At the end of the day, it is a lot easier to recover when the ball is still on by your team's possession, right? I have watched other wrestling shows, and people are going to think I'm dragging AEW for this, but I have a lot more optimism with WWE doing a long-term story than AEW right now. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I'm very disappointed right now. This is a big fumble. WWE still has the chance to pick up the ball. And if they recover the fumble, that's good. That's good enough for me. But what they really need to do to make me actually happy here is pick up the fumble and fucking run it 90 yards for a touchdown. That's what's going to make me extraordinarily happy. Because at the end of the day, if AEW drops a story or a long-term story is not really in play, at least with AEW, I'm still entertained by the matches. WWE, really the selling point has been the storytelling. See what I'm saying? So it's not a backhanded compliment. It's just I have a little bit of optimism with WWE saying, hey, there is something to this. We're going to keep going forward. The problem is you just disappointed me. And that's not something I'm happy with. And I know people aren't going to like that. People come to this channel and they see that I'm very positive about wrestling, and they see that I'm very open, and I try to justify things and look through the scope and the optics of everything because of the storytelling portion. The problem is, this is where the problem lies, right? And it goes back to what I keep saying. At the end of the day, I just watched this entire show for over a year. Why is Shinsuke fighting Cody? Why is Lesnar fighting Cody? Why are all these guys fighting Cody and picking fights with Cody? Because Cody's going to finish his story, and this is the adversity. Now they're giving us a big scoop of adversity here. How does Cody get through it? I hope to God they get it right. But again, this fumble was just as bad as the Lions fumbling. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's disappointing. So my point that I'm trying to make is that, can they recover from this? Yes. Did it leave a big stain in this moment? Yes. Will I feel differently tomorrow? Probably.
Yep.
But at the same time, too, there is not a story reason for me to justify what I saw ending SmackDown tonight. That's the problem. SummerSlam at MSG, SummerSlam in freaking Detroit, SummerSlam anywhere. I don't care where it's at, but I'm telling you guys right now, there's got to be something happening here to make it better, because the way Cody walked out of that ring and just let The Rock take his spot was very weird for a guy who just celebrated his Royal Rumble win and said, fuck the WrestleMania sign. He pointed at Roman Reigns. And that, to me, was a very big statement. Very big.
Yeah, so him coming out and doing this today tells me that what happened to Punk altered everything.
Which is dumb.
It is. It
dumb
is.
As hell.
It goes back to the point that we just made in the first place. It was that 2 months ago, or when was it? November?
No.
Punk was not in the company. And then you went into a press conference and told me that you had only talked to him a week beforehand. So that only tells me that you've only known for 2 months that Punk has been here. Who was the guy before for Seth? Who was it? Was it Gunther? You can still do that. Was it Drew? You can still do that. Was it Sammy? You can still do that. There were numerous guys lined up for Seth Rollins. And there was only one guy lined up for Roman Reigns. Apparently 2. But there was only one guy lined up.
This feels like there's more coming. And now I definitely got to watch Raw. If there's one thing they did, it's I got to watch Raw now. But
God.
It's just funny, because it's like, now this is where you start to lose a little bit of trust. And like I said, this is pure authenticity coming from me. I genuinely believe, like, that moment really just kind of just pushed me away for a second. And Cody could be a really good storyteller. And there's talks that Cody just re-signed with the company. This guy has been carrying your company on the back. You got to fucking make him the champion at some point. And
at some point.
Now, hey, you want to You want to do Cody and Roman at Chamber? Cool. Have him beat Roman at Chamber. If you want to have Cody beat Seth at WrestleMania, cool. But then you need a reason for Cody to lose the belt without Cody looking dumb before going to the world title. Because no matter what, you're diminishing one title. Nonetheless, Burning One AC, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Drew Toya, $5 super chat. Just getting back into wrestling after almost 2 decades. If Cody doesn't finish the story, I'm already getting tired of the finishing the story angle. And this was another thing I want to put out there. I talked about this in the video with the bloodline thing. I think us fans have reached a certain level of fatigue with Roman Reigns and the bloodline. Yep. And this could actually be the thing that helps get it turned up a notch. The only difference is it doesn't end at WrestleMania. Are they doing this because Roman and Rock is big, or are they doing this to prolong Roman's championship reign? I don't know. But I swear to God, this is such a big fumble in my mind that the only way to fix it is by eventually finishing the story and doing it in a way that does not make me fatigued by the storytelling that is happening here, because that's kind of what it seems like. At the end of the day, it's a very, very strange situation, and I don't know. I don't know how they decided this. I don't know how Triple H decided this. I don't know how TKO decided this. I feel like this is the craziest freaking. I feel like this is the craziest thing I've seen ever in WWE. I don't know. Like, to me, it's just like over all this time spending like great storytelling only for them to do this. It's just absolutely mind-boggling to me, guys. Absolutely mind-boggling to me. We did get another super chat. Billy is frozen for some reason, so he's going to join back in a second. But Drew Toya, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Cody dropped $1 super chat. No comment associated with it. Gerhard Daniels Sr., 99 cents. Thank you both for the super chats. No comments on those. Cameron Johnson dropping a $2 super chat. That was Booty Hole Brown, and The Rock is my GOAT. And yeah, that was a really, really crazy comment. Thank you, Cam, for the $2 super chat. Robin Plays Games dropping a $2 super chat. Sad face. Cody. Yeah, buddy. Trust me, we're feeling it. Michael Massey became a YouTube member. Shout out to Michael Massey. Appreciate you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so much. James Bryant dropping a $5 super chat. I was really looking forward to seeing Cody at Roman at WrestleMania 40. James is feeling what we're all feeling right now, which it just seems like this has kind of become it's a letdown. Is it dead in the water? No, but it's a letdown, and I think that needs to be said. It's definitely a letdown. James, thank you for the super chat. Martin dropping another super chat. What if Cody says on Raw he faces the winner of Rock versus Roman? Now, this is an interesting point, but why would Cody do that? I feel like this also diminishes the Royal Rumble to a certain extent. And to me, like, that's just ridiculous. You know, Cody went through all this adversity, goes to the Royal Rumble, gets the job done, eliminates CM Punk. At the end of the day, why even have Cody win the Royal Rumble in the first place? You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe CM Punk was never, maybe, I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right. Billy Martin says, what if Cody says on Raw he faces the winner of Rock versus Roman? I think that diminishes the Royal Rumble, but I want to get your opinion.
Yeah, it does. I believe it completely diminishes the idea of the Royal Rumble. I think at that rate, you are taking away what the Royal Rumble means. There's just some things, like it just seems like tonight they made a couple mistakes. Can they fix them? Absolutely. I just don't know in what way you can actually go about fixing these mistakes right as we speak. I mean, it's going to take some thinking. Obviously, right now, this is all immediate reaction. It's not like, it's not necessarily the reaction that I'll have maybe tomorrow or the next day. I have to let this sit for a minute. But if he faces the winner of Rock versus Roman, obviously that just tells you it's going to be Roman. So,
Roman has to beat The Rock.
Right, exactly. So you're pretty much getting told, but you're also going to tell me that they're going to go face each other for the title at WrestleMania now, supposedly. I'm not supposed to know who's supposed to win that match. You're supposed to shock me a little bit, especially for WrestleMania. But that's neither here nor there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Brother, I get it. Martin, thank you for the super chat. Michael Massey dropping a $5 super chat. Wait, hold on. 2.00. Roman beats The Rock the first night. Cody beats Roman the second night.
Yep.
I wouldn't be opposed to this if Cody said, if Cody didn't say not at WrestleMania, 100% I'd be okay with this. The only thing that intrigues me is that they're doing a press conference. They did reveal a press conference on Peacock in Las Vegas for WrestleMania 40. They're going to confirm Roman versus The Rock at that press conference.
Yes.
So, I mean, we'll see if Michael's right here, but I don't think for any single moment it's two nights. Cody literally said not at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Why did he say that? Why did he do that? I don't know. But Triple H, if you're fucking listening, and I'm not the only one who's disappointed, there's a lot of people disappointed in this. If you're listening, make it right. Make it right. Make it right. Make it right, dude. Make it right. This is one of those things, brother. This is one of those things. You had a hot streak going of great shows. We'll talk more about SmackDown in a little bit. But a hot streak of shows, some really good stuff on tonight's SmackDown. And then you fucking did this to me, bro. You can't do this to me. This is the thing. Like, if you guys watch my content, you know how much it was. This was important to me. This was the thing that I cared about. So,
absolutely.
Definitely a shame. Michael Massey, thank you for the super chat. David Primero, $4.99. What is the point of Cody being 2K24 cover star if he is not slaying Roman shitty title reign? It is hurting the title and the product. It's not hurting the product, but it is hurting the title.
Yep.
The product is not being hurt. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's not hurting the product. The product is still good. The product, but Roman holding the belt it's hurting me.
Man, it's personally affecting me at this point.
Nah, nothing personally affects me in wrestling because
maybe not personal, but you know what I'm saying. Just as a fan watching, it does.
I get it, brother. I get it. David, thank you for the super chat. A lot of super chats coming in, so we're going to get through them. Gregory Alvarado, $5 super chat. Sounds like WWE's afraid to push Cody unless it's a triple threat. Feels like it's devaluing the Royal Rumble. It doesn't look like it's going to be a triple threat. Right?
No, because he just said, I'm not doing it at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Do I think WWE's afraid to push Cody Rhodes? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If anything, I think this is going to make people ride for Cody even more, to be honest. But
yeah, I mean, you just turned both of these guys into the I mean, depending on who you ask, but you ultimately just turned Rock and Roman bad guys.
Well, the Rock and Roman were getting crowd going crazy. They're going crazy for them. So that's not necessarily true. But
okay.
But as far as Cody goes, I think this will make him a bigger babyface. At the end of the day, though, like I said, they fumbled the ball. They got to pick it up and they got to run 90 yards to make me happy. Yeah. They got to run 90 yards for a touchdown and they'll make me happy. Gregory, thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Dwayne Piazza for becoming a member for 1 month. They're doing this to extend Roman's title. That's fine. You want to extend Roman's title? That is completely fine, but this isn't the way to do it. There is another way to go about this. You could have had Cody legit if you really, really wanted to, which I know this would piss people off, but you could have at least done this. You could have done Cody going into the Rumble, winning the Rumble, or Cody just flat out lose the Rumble. But now he won the Rumble, right? You have him go into the Rumble, go to WrestleMania against Roman.
Why didn't you bring The Rock in? Why not have The Rock win the Rumble?
No, but it's not even about that. It's just at WrestleMania 40, you could have had Cody versus Roman and Cody lose. And you could have had the entire bloodline. You could have had Jacob Fatu and 6 other fucking of their cousins come in and jump Cody. And people would have been pissed. But guess what? At the end of the day, it would have been like, okay, Cody's still going to finish his story. Right here, you know, it's a weird way to go about it. Absolutely. Which, by the way, I think that idea would be dumb. But I think it's better than Rock just randomly showing up and getting the match.
Right.
Ronnie Southern dropping a $25 super chat. Cody versus Roman at SummerSlam sounds great, but at that point, Roman will be about 6 weeks away from passing Hulk Hogan's record of 1,474 days. I wonder how much of WWE's long-term planning is involved in that record, if any.
Can I be honest here? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I want you to jump in. I just want to make it clear. Before The Rock showed up, I don't think they cared about the record as much as people think.
Yeah, I fucking hate that record. I hate it. If that's what's lingering this, I don't care. I don't. And then on top of that, they've told me about Roman carrying the title for so long. I haven't heard anything about possibly surpassing Hogan's reign, at least not on TV yet. Obviously, I know we're still a little ways away from it, But still, at the end of the day, I'm sitting here talking about it like I care about it, and I don't. I do not care about that.
Yeah. You know, Ronnie, the thing that I want to point out too with the record thing, if you want to extend Roman's record, just don't have Cody win the Rumble. Have Punk win the Rumble. If Punk won the Rumble and got hurt, you do a Final Four, the Fatal 4-Way match with the guys from the Final Four, and you have them do a match where they take CM Punk's spot. Like, it sucks, but yeah, I don't know if the record plays into it too much. But what I will say is at this point, fucking, they just got to make me happy somehow. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're going to do it. I hope we go live Monday and I'm in a different mentality. I hope they do something to justify this. I don't know what it's going to be. I found it interesting that they didn't have Seth Rollins involved in the segment either, but he got fucking slaughtered on the mic by Roman.
Just completely buried him. Buried the shit out of him. He was calling it the B title. That shit, man.
The only thing I could think of, this is the only thing, well, no, not the only thing, but one of the things that's coming to my mind is you could actually have Cody versus Seth at WrestleMania. Fuck it. You do it. Cody beats Seth, holds the belt. Cody relinquishes the World Heavyweight Championship. It shits on the B title. I don't care. But he relinquishes it and says, Roman Reigns, I'm challenging you. I'm giving up my spot. I'm being traded to SmackDown. I've requested a trade for myself. I'm moving to SmackDown, and I'm coming for your world title.
All this is fine, but at the end of the day, what does that mean for the Royal Rumble?
No matter what, the Royal Rumble got fucking
demolished.
Demolished. But they can always fix that next year. But for this particular Royal Rumble, I think
that's actually crazy because now thinking about it, CM Punk's like that really just messed everything up, which is insane.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely insane.
Let's take a look. Matt's Tube of You. Thank you, Rodney, for the super chat. Matt's Tube of You for $10. We all know this was not the story plan, but in light of Punk's injury, what else could they have done to keep things as big as they've planned? Plus, it may distract for a little while from the Vince Gate.
I mean, you just changed the conversation. I'll tell you that.
That's what any company would do is they would try to change the conversation. I don't know. But in regards to the Vince thing, they got to get to the bottom of that. Anybody associated with it needs to be gone.
Yep.
And there's no story that's big. There's no wrestling story that's bigger than that.
Nope.
So don't ever, for the sake of victims and stuff like that type of stuff needs to come to light. Whatever's happened, whatever's being investigated, that stuff needs to come to light.
Don't think about them turning away from it because at the end of the day you shouldn't turn away from it.
Yeah. Matt's Tube of You, thank you for the super chat. John dropping $4.99. If Bayley and Cody aren't main eventing WrestleMania, the Royal Rumble has lost all its excitement for me. It just feels like a huge glorified battle royal. I want to get to this because I do want to talk about Bayley because that was one of my favorite things.
Yep, absolutely.
But to talk about the Royal Rumble, here's what I will say. The Royal Rumble could recover next year. There's a lot of ways to go about it. But for as long as Roman's holding the belt, winning the Rumble will be useless. That's the issue when you have Roman holding the belt. It's like whoever wins the Rumble, if you're challenging Roman, it becomes very problematic. And I don't like that. Bayley versus Io Sky could be the main event. It might not be the main event. I don't know. But at the same time, too, for Bayley, it's not even about being in the main event for me. To me, just being a fan of Bayley, this was a really good storyline for over a year, and Bayley's going to finish the fucking story. So to me, there's a lot more excitement in that.
You told me that story.
Oh, and they're going to get that one going, which is good. I want to talk more about Bayley in just a minute. Jonna, Thank you for the $4.99. Jaden dropping a $7.99 super chat. Rock versus Roman Elimination Chamber, Cody versus the winner. Unfortunately, that's not what we saw play out on TV today, guys. Nope. It's not. Unfortunately, it's not. I wish it was, but it's not.
Because that would have been perfectly fine with me.
Why would Cody give up his number one contender spot from winning the Rumble to main event WrestleMania only for Rock and Roman to happen in Elimination Chamber and then he versus the winner? I don't like that. However, okay, hold on. Let me kind of reverse for a second.
Yeah, let's go. Let's talk.
They fucking might have swerved us.
Why do you say that?
Jaden, I like your super chat. I just opened up my eyes. I like everybody's super chats. But
everybody's super chats have been great.
You guys are killing it tonight.
Man.
Rock versus Roman at Elimination Chamber. Cody versus the winner. Cody said, I'm not versing you at WrestleMania.
Right now.
Is it a possibility?
These motherfuckers.
No, hold on. Is this me just fucking making up shit in my mind to be happy? Cody's not versing Roman at WrestleMania. Is WWE going to do this press conference in Vegas where Rock and Roman announce that they're fighting at Elimination Chamber? And this is Cody putting his belief that The Rock will defeat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. No, because again, I know WWE ain't doing that. But technically speaking, if they want to fix everything and make Ango happy tonight, they could do that. I don't know.
I mean, I am just...
It's just dumb. Do
I think there's still... Because he did say right now I'm not facing you. This is thinking a little deep. This is thinking a little bit deep, but did they just do that?
Trust me, bro. It's Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
Is it? I don't know. They, like you said, they got me hooked. I'll be watching Raw on Monday. I'll tell you that.
You know, I'll tell you guys this much. I am super excited to watch Raw.
You know what else I'll be watching on Monday?
What?
The Ango show.
Yeah, hell yeah. Brother, listen. I listen, the emotion that you see when opening this show and talking now about 51 minutes just on one match, it's because I am very passionate about the stuff that I cover, obviously. Mm-hmm. But to me, if this is a fucking swerve, you guys will see a whole different tonality to my next live stream whenever we get to the bottom of this.
We're detectives now.
I'm fucking jumping for joy. I'm fucking bashing my head into the wall with excitement. I can't wait. I hope, but unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think. But if these motherfuckers are swerving us, god dang it,
dude,
I would love nothing more than to be worked super hard.
I want to be worked so bad.
Oh, crazy. Jaden, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. We got okay, I know international exchange. I don't know this one. So unfortunately, I don't know what currency this is, but it's 29 something, and there's no comment to it. So Aris Joshua Alarcon, hopefully, maybe it's Alarcon. I don't know how to pronounce it. I do apologize for that, but I do.
I think that's I'd say that might be right.
Okay. Yeah. Either way, I just want to say thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Nate the Spider Hunter TV. What up, Nate? Thanks for stopping by, bro. He says, Ango, just stopping by to say hi and to let you know I still watch your shorts, more Ango and all of the Ango show. I lost some family, but I'm still here. Nate, first and foremost, sorry for your loss. Secondly, if there's anything I can do for you, reach out. And 3, just appreciate your support, bro. I appreciate it, man. Hopefully you're doing well. And, again, if you need anything, let us know. Michael Massey dropping $5 says, yeah, that's what it is. It's storytelling at its best. Now you get it. LOL. Brother, I'm just, listen, I
don't know. Is it?
They could be fucking with us.
They could be. At the end of the day, they could completely be fucking with us right now.
If they're fucking with us, though, shout out to them.
And my thing about it is realistically, if you don't do it, right? Because at the end of the day, it's still February 2nd, right? Like, there's still a lot of story to be told in what do you do with Cody. So it's like, I don't know. And I really want to know what was whispered in the ear.
It's the tweet that he sent about CM Punk in 2013. The Rock main events at WrestleMania because makes money or whatever the hell it was. I don't know. Michael Massey, thank you for the super chats. Timothy dropping a $4.99. Your thoughts why they changed WrestleMania with Cody? Why? I'm not buying the CM Punk excuse. Otherwise, nope. I don't know. The Rock joined the TKO board, Vince McMahon scandal. I can understand why people are going with that route of understanding, like, hey, maybe they're trying to get people to not talk about that. I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, especially within wrestling. I have a hard time believing CM Punk getting injured changed things. I'm sorry.
It shouldn't have because of him only coming through in November.
We talked about this on the Raw post show with the stuff that they've been doing with Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn and just so much more. So for me, it's just a lot harder to accept that as an excuse.
Right.
But you know, I volunteer Triple H. No, not Triple H. Ari Emanuel. I'm talking to you, brother. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I know for a fact if you called me tomorrow, I can solve this problem for you. I can solve it.
He said, I'll get to the bottom of this.
I'll make everybody happy. Rock, Roman, Cody finishing the story, Seth Rollins and Punk. Just call me. Call me.
Somebody get Ango on the show.
I'm desperate, bro. I'm desperate.
Somebody get Ango on the show. He needs to do something. His pen hand it's itching.
Brother. Oh.
He said, I'm ready to do everything that you should have done in the first place.
Yeah. Timothy, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. David Primero dropping another one, $4.99. Remember when they swerved us with Becky Lynch not going to WrestleMania and giving it to Charlotte? It made Becky a huge star. Maybe they do the same with Cody. I don't know.
I didn't think into that.
Listen, I look forward to going live next week or a week, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks or a month from now, and we find out that Cody versus Roman is happening at any point. I don't know, but whenever it does happen, I will say this: the minute that it happens, I look forward to biting my own words and being like, "I'm so glad. I'm so glad I was wrong. I'm so glad." But unfortunately, AEW, WWE, TNA, all these fucking companies are going to get real-time reactions to the things that are happening on screen. And therefore, this one might not be the most popular take, but I'm disappointed and I'm not going to change my mind. Now, when they make me happy, I will let you guys know that I'm very ecstatic. And that's just the reality. But in the moment,
that's why there's 300 plus people in here right now. It's because strictly for the fact that you're getting a real-time reaction. But yeah, dude, I agree.
We hit over like 900 at some point, I think.
Did we?
Yeah, this was a monstrous stream. Probably the largest numbers that I had since WrestleMania week. So shout out to all of you guys. And we're going to get through some more. There's one more super chat. Well, Jaden, $2.99. What does this mean for Elimination Chamber matches? We're going to find out. We're going to find out, but I can't get excited about Elimination Chamber. I still got to be upset about Cody.
I don't know what's going on.
I gotta be upset right now. So
yeah, guess what? I'm fucking confused.
I'm confused. But we'll get there and we'll see what happens. And obviously, that's why you guys should stay tuned to this live stream stuff, because literally, I found it so funny, man. I saw somebody who was taking some shots at me on Twitter last year, and that person that was taking shots at me was actually celebrating the stuff that's happening with Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce with the free agents on SmackDown. We'll talk about that. Yeah. But it was funny because I had a tweet and I made a whole video on this for years too, but why they should bring GMs and why they should do like these free agent wars and stuff like that. And I saw this guy tweeting about it. And then I realized, I'm like, see, the thing is, in this community of the IWC, a lot of people just love to be negative towards people individually for their takes. But then when their takes do come correct and they're celebrating it, they won't give you the respect. And that's why there's nothing genuine in this.
MJF said it best, brother. It's all opinionated bullshit at the end of the day. And people will come.
I'm just saying. You're getting 100% genuine from me in the moment. I'm upset. That's why for Elimination Chamber, it's hard to answer. But hopefully they fix it. Hopefully they do something to make me happy. Absolutely. Do I think WrestleMania 40 will still be an incredible WrestleMania 40?
Absolutely. It's WWE.
Will I watch Roman versus The Rock and be disappointed? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll sit there with you could slap the sad emoji over my real face.
Yeah.
You know.
Hold on.
I'll be there.
I just want to see something. Oh, this fucking bastard, Cody. It's going to happen at Chamber.
Why do you think?
It's going to happen at Chamber.
Why? What did
I
he
just
say?
I'm getting the feeling Cody versus Roman at Chamber for the belt.
Why do you think that? Again,
I'm just coping. I'm coping right now.
He said I'm coping.
I don't know. I look forward to, hopefully I'm right about that. And then so I could jump for joy. Because you guys
As long as he
deserve,
fucking wins it. I don't care. Just give him the belt.
I'm not doing it at WrestleMania. No, he goes to Raw. He looks at Seth Rollins and he's like, I'm not challenging you either.
Bro, the smack in the face to that
Then
world heavyweight
then
championship belt.
then he goes to SmackDown and goes, yeah, you see, when I spoke to my console, The Rock,
Their console?
that's what he said.
I thought it was council.
Console? What did I say? Console?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
whatever.
spoke to the Xbox.
When he said that though, he's like, when I talk to my console. What the fuck, dude? You're fucking with me now. I can't even talk anymore. You're screwing me up. When he spoke to his special advocate, he said, you should finish the story sooner. Y'all motherfuckers are gonna see me doing fucking jumping jacks on the stream, bro. I'm gonna be like, yeah. Jaden, thank you for the super chat. $2 banger from Too Nasty 4 TV. No comments associated with it, but nonetheless, thank you guys for the super chats. Get your super chats in if you guys want. No more talking about Roman and Cody.
Are you sure? Because I'm still sad.
I'm pretty sad about it, but hey, there's always a chance to revive myself,
right,
and my feelings.
Right.
So let's talk about something that did make me really happy today. Bayley challenging Io Sky. One of the best long-term stories in a while. One where I fully expect Bayley and Io Sky to go hard at WrestleMania. But for those who missed it, tonight on SmackDown, Io Sky and Damage Control were backstage in the locker room. And they said something along the lines of Bayley being done tonight. And then what was really dope was Bayley was actually in the other room next to them. The girls left the locker room and Bayley was right there sad. And my heart broke for Bayley. And I knew it was coming. I was like, this is how they get Bayley versus Io.
You know who else's heart broke like that? I said it on Monday. Batista's heart broke like that. Many years ago. The same way. When I seen her walk in, I was like, oh my God, I know this story. I've been here before.
I personally speaking, I like it a lot. I personally like it a lot. This was like really dope. I know I'm just changing. My mood just changed like that. But it just goes to show you, this was like a really cool part of SmackDown because when they get to the ring, they have Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce just sitting down, or not sitting down, but they're standing in the ring. Bayley's out there talking, and then big fucking pop. Bayley says something in Japanese, and the girl's whole mentality changed. And she's like, you don't think I didn't hear you guys talking behind my back? Like, am I not good enough for you guys? Like, what I thought we were going to build something special, blah, blah, blah. The girls beat her down. Bayley grabs a steel pipe. She fights them off. They all leave the ring. And then Bayley goes and says, something along the lines of, oh, yeah, about that WrestleMania announcement. I'll see you at WrestleMania. And they dropped the graphics for WrestleMania 40, Bayley versus Io Sky. Billy, what was your thoughts on this segment?
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Bayley is about to have a better babyface run than she did when she was the super babyface. Her babyface run now is going to be absolutely outstanding. She, number one, needs to win that title. She deserves to win just as much as Cody in this sense, because, again, for the last year, what I've been told on TV, this was always the match, right? So right now, I get excited thinking about the idea of Bayley potentially main eventing WrestleMania, but it also tells me that those Raw titles just do not matter.
It's not that they do or don't matter. It's not about what matters or what doesn't matter. It's you have a lot of great champions right now, and
not enough lot of time.
No, there's plenty of time, but for a WrestleMania card,
that's what I mean.
There can only be two. You got to pick two main events. How do you pick one over the other? See, the thing is with Cody and Roman, it's an easy lock because of the fact that they've done it before. WrestleMania is going to sell. The reason why you pick The Rock over Cody is because The Rock is bigger than Cody. Right. Becky and Rhea are bigger than Bayley and Io. Who's had the better storyline for the past year? Io and Bayley. Yeah. However, them not main eventing is not as big of a deal for me because Bayley's finally getting that singles match. She's getting that championship match. Like, it's going to be good. And at the same time, too, I think Bailey winning is a feel-good moment, right?
Absolutely.
I think this is the end of Damage Control as we know it at WrestleMania. Rhea and Becky, Rhea could retain against Becky, and it continues a storyline. This ends a storyline. And sometimes I'm not opposed to the idea of a storyline continuing after WrestleMania, which Rhea winning,
But you can.
it cements her dominance. And for me
Right.
personally, I think I was a really big fan of that. And truth be told, man, I feel like this long-term story was really freaking good, man. It was really good. And the way that they did it, just phenomenal stuff. It's so
Yeah.
weird how in the same episode I can go through like, wow, this was great, to like, holy shit.
That's Triple H for you, though. He just took you on a roller coaster of emotions. I know for me, I just went on one of the biggest roller coaster rides of emotions there for 2 hours.
I'm telling you, man, my heart broke for Bailey. I was like, damn, I feel bad for
Yeah,
her.
dude. Yeah.
But I gotta give credit here. There's some credit that has to be given here. Vince McMahon booking would have been like, she doesn't see what's happening behind her back.
Right.
Bailey sees what we're seeing and she calls it out.
No, right. Exactly.
Then the
She
girls
walks in the
attack her.
room. She walks in the room, calls it out. Yeah.
She picked up on Japanese.
Yes.
Like that was cool. That was actually really fucking awesome. Big pop for that. And I don't know, man. To me, that was just a very, very cool moment. And
It was.
I think the Damage Control thing is awesome. Bailey has to win the belt.
Yep.
The babyface run is going to be fantastic. And the cool thing about Io Sky losing is that, you know, I think we're still in a whole different realm that nobody understands yet because Dakota Kai wasn't there. So this is like, there's more layers coming.
You know who Dakota Kai in this sense reminds me of is Jey Uso. In the sense of like, what do we choose? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's what they're replicating pretty much. Dakota Kai wasn't there. Personally speaking, I thought that was really dope. Who does Dakota Kai choose? And you know what's really, really interesting here is that I don't think they're going to do this, but they could do this. They can have Bailey lose, Dakota Kai and Bailey tag team together
and beat the Kabuki Warriors.
It's a possibility, but I think for all intents and purposes, you should have Bailey win.
Right, and I don't think you need to do that to Bailey.
You don't have to go over convoluted, over booking with this mess. You could
some things, please make them simple.
Please, dude. Please, please, please. Don't fuck this one up either, Triple H.
Man, please don't. I can't. My heart can't take it. My heart can't take it. Oh, you want to know what else really excited me on this SmackDown angle?
What?
Tiffy time.
Yeah, she signed to SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then Naomi signed to SmackDown, and the girls are outside the locker room, and they're excited for her. Tiffany comes out with her contract.
Yeah.
And she slapped the hell out of Mia Yim, and that sets up a match later.
It's Tiffy time.
Great call up. She's gonna be great on SmackDown. Her and Mia Yim was great. Bro, she gets it. As an NXT 2.0 guy, I'm just geeked about the stuff I'm seeing, even with Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes, and just a lot of cool stuff.
Can we talk about Braun Breaker too? Braun Breaker, I mean, they made him seem like a huge deal. Yeah. They instantly told you that guy was the big times,
and he'll be on Raw.
He will be live on Raw on Monday. Because right now they're in this battle of what show is he going to go to, which instantly tells you, like we talked about in our last live stream, how important Braun Breaker is. Love to see shit like that. That stuff is what makes it good for me.
And we got to remember, he's in the Dusty Classic on Sunday at Vengeance Day.
Yep.
So I'm excited about that pay-per-view. I plan to be live. I don't know if you're able to join me Sunday, but
I should be able to.
I would like to be live for that. But Braun Breaker has that tag team match, and I'm excited about that, man. I think Braun Breaker is great. He's been great in NXT. So seeing him on SmackDown tonight, they're making a big deal out of these signings.
Yep.
It goes back to what I said a year ago. Like, having general managers, you got to do it. You put general managers in, you make other people look like a big deal. And here's the cool thing, man. You see these talent come from NXT 2.0. There's actually a lot of elements from NXT that came into the main roster, which Legado del Fantasma having that backstage vignette, like that was old school Legado del Fantasma from NXT 2.0. with Elektra Lopez and stuff.
Yeah,
I see these elements happening on TV, and I'm like, this is fucking good. So to me, I think it's great. I never really knew like how to imagine like what NXT 2.0 how it would kind of like mold into the future of main roster stuff. But so far, it's been very, very good.
Outstanding.
And it makes the general managers even more exciting to watch because Adam Pearce is kind of a pushover, but Adam Pearce is like, hey, it's just business,
Right.
So fucking awesome stuff.
I love it, dude. I love it so much.
I wanted to get to 2 more super chats, or 3 more, excuse me. Jaden dropping another one for $7.99. I'm from Australia. I'm going to Chamber. Cody versus Roman at Chamber. Cody wins. Rock versus Roman at Mania. Cody versus Seth. Winner takes all. So here's what I will say. I agree with every part of this, but I don't agree with Cody versus Seth. Winner takes all because we cannot unify these titles again. However, we didn't see Randy Orton tonight.
Nope.
We didn't see Randy Orton tonight.
Nope. No,
Turn Randy heel. Randy versus Cody at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, that makes the most sense if we're going to give Cody a match. But, I mean, this is just such short timing. The timing of it all feels off.
Do you understand how big Elimination Chamber it would be as a pay-per-view if you had Cody take the belt then?
I'll tell you, Jaden here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jaden would be able to witness what will probably go down as the best wrestling pay-per-view of all time. Live. Because of the magnitude Roman Reigns holds. And if he lost that belt in Australia in front of what? A bigger audience than WrestleMania? Come on. Do I think it's a good idea just because Elimination Chamber doesn't hold the value that WrestleMania holds? No.
So let's break it down. This is the theory. Jaden, thank you for the super chat. This is the theory, okay? This is the way it goes down. If WWE is going to swerve us, Cody said it himself. I'm going to finish the story, just not at WrestleMania. He looked like a goofball letting The Rock go, right?
Yeah.
Cody goes to Raw. He addresses Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is getting excited. Cody says, I'm not wrestling you at WrestleMania. I'm challenging Roman Reigns to a championship match at Elimination Chamber. Keep in mind, Gunther can't be there. CM Punk is injured. Charlotte's injured. There's a lot of injuries happening.
Something huge.
Rollins can't fight. You make Cody versus Reigns headline Elimination Chamber. Cody finishes his story and dethrones Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
Right? Cody Rhodes wins the belt. He needs to go up against a very legitimate competitor at WrestleMania. It wouldn't be the main event, unfortunately, but it would be Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton because Randy Orton turns heel. That's a quick fix to the pain that I'm feeling right now. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it is a quick fix, but we have to think about. Okay, all right. So I'll say this, right? As long as Roman steps away for a moment after the fact, sure, right? Because putting the belt on before, I mean, unless that belt is going to main event night 1, right? Is that what you're saying? Because if it's going to main event night 1, then sure, maybe then. Okay.
You're saying Cody versus Randy night 1?
Yes.
I don't know.
Because I questioned and I know for you it's not a big deal, right? But I do question the demoralization of the belt because the belt was the purpose in the first place.
What are you speaking on right now?
I'm speaking on the idea that Cody wins this belt, right?
The World Heavyweight or the WWE Championship?
The WWE Championship.
Yeah.
And it doesn't main event at WrestleMania. That belt does not main event. Doesn't it demoralize?
Okay, so have a main event night 1.
That's what I'm trying to get to. So in that sense, what I'm trying to say is, yes, in that sense, it makes sense. But is Randy too soon? Is it too quick? It's a question that I'm asking here.
Is it too soon, too quick?
Yes.
Look how quick The Rock jumped into WWE programming and stabbed me in the fucking heart, Billy. Look how fast he did it.
You make.
I don't give a shit.
You make
Just
a good
give Cody
point.
the belt at Elimination Chamber and it's fucking money. I don't care.
Just change it.
Simple as that.
Okay. All
Jaden,
right.
thank you for your super chat. Too Nasty TV dropping a $5 banger. I know we're off the subject, but what if Cody challenges Damian Priest for the Money in the Bank, then cash in? Nope. Sorry, I don't mean to shit on your super chat because I greatly appreciate your super chat, but you got to remember he just won the Royal Rumble.
Why the
So
hell would he need the Money in the Bank?
he doesn't need the Money in the Bank. He still has the number one contender. So the only other way to make it work logically is for Cody to be like at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, he never was like, oh yeah, like The Rock's taking my spot. He never said that.
Yeah, he just said it's not happening at WrestleMania.
Right.
That's how it is. Now, Damian Priest and the Money in the Bank thing.
That's a whole other topic.
That's a whole nother topic. And when we get to Raw, we'll talk about it Monday. But what I will say is whatever Cody and Roman and The Rock, whatever happens with that, I don't think it impacts Damian Priest.
No, I don't think Damian Priest has anything to do with what's going on over there. I think Damian Priest is definitely World Heavyweight Championship material.
Yeah.
That I will say.
Crazy. Thank you for the super chat, brother. S6 Copite, $5 super chat. I won't hear any different. Seth is even more right. The fact it's Rock versus Roman, it really is the Hollywood title. Unless the match happens at Elimination Chamber, then Cody is finishing the story in front of Australia. They deserve it, bro. They're getting this massive pay-per-view. It's been several years since they've had a pay-per-view.
70,000 people is an insane number.
Is it going to be 70K?
That's what it's been reported as, is 70,000.
I don't believe that.
So it's in Perth, Australia. What is the stadium name? Why can't I think of it?
Opus something.
Opus something?
I'll just look. I'll go on WrestleTix right now, real time. Let's see.
Tell me.
Let's see. I'm searching right now, scrolling.
What's popping in Perth, Australia? What's the numbers?
Still scrolling. There hasn't been an update in several days. So let's see.
Yeah, what was it recently?
I'm still scrolling, brother. Still scrolling.
Oh, okay. And it's Opit Stadium is the name of it.
Opus Stadium, I think.
Is it
something
Opit?
like that? I don't know.
I seen somebody in the comments. They said Opit Stadium.
Opit?
Opit. Yep. Opits.
Optus? I don't know.
Optus. I'm done trying.
I'm still looking, brother. It's been a long time since they've posted an update on it. The last update, January 25th, they've sold 43,000 tickets. The current setup is for 50,000.
50,000. Okay. All right. So that was the current setup then.
Yeah. So they'll be able to sell the remaining tickets, especially if they announce Cody.
So it's 10,000 less than what WrestleMania will be, because WrestleMania is set up for what, 60,000?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Well.
Is it the Hollywood title? For sure it is. It's the Parkman belt.
Absolutely.
Cody needs to come and restore order, brother.
Yes, he does. Real bad.
Essex, thank you for the super chat. Justin Kennington dropping a 5 banger. Cody beats Roman at SummerSlam at MSG, the place where Dusty had the belt in his hands. Yeah, I mean, I get why people bring it up, and I get why people are saying it and everything like that. But at the end of the day, SummerSlam at Madison Square Garden, WWE is going to do SummerSlam in a fucking stadium, a big one. Which I'm pretty sure, isn't SummerSlam already announced for, is it Cleveland?
Let's see.
It was Detroit this year, and I think they go to Cleveland in 2024.
SummerSlam 2024. I'm looking it up right now. Oh, no, it hasn't been announced.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
It's probably going to be announced for Cleveland.
Yeah, that's my guess here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We need to do something with Roman. I mean, this whole him with the belt thing is getting exhausting.
It's time for change, brother.
Man, it's been time for change.
Justin, thank you for the super chat. Billy, I want to talk to you. Let's change the topic a little bit to SmackDown. Karrion Kross, Final Testament, the Pride, which is Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
Yep.
And then we get this very interesting finish. It's supposed to be a 6-man tag. The match never officially starts. B-Fab hits Scarlett Bordeaux, and she joins Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
Good
Thoughts?
TV. Good TV. Yeah. I mean, WWE playing into social media with BFAB too just tells me like, oh, okay, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. I think it now adds more depth to that group, and it
Mhm.
now legitimizes the feud against the Final Testament. Um, so I mean, yeah, all around, I'm a big fan of it. I'm I'm glad that Karrion Kross and Bobby Lashley both have some kind of they add value to the show, which I think those are two guys that definitely deserve to bring value to the show. And then offering two really great tag teams on top of it. I'm a big fan of it, man. And I'm interested to see where it's going to go, how it's going to play out, because I haven't seen like a good 6-man tag on a pay-per-view probably since the Wyatts and the Shield.
I'm excited to see what comes of it, but I do want to bite my words and say I was wrong. Not necessarily wrong, but I was saying, there was one episode where I was talking about lack of follow up for BFAB.
Yes.
And I was like, oh,
Yep.
there's no follow up, So I appreciate WWE coming back to that. They dropped the digital exclusive on SmackDown Lowdown with her talking to Bobby and the Profits. But this was really dope. This was one of those things where I'm glad they did something with her. She did a pump, what did they call it? Like a pump front kick or big boot type of thing.
It was something like that.
It was good. It looks good. I appreciate them getting her on TV and doing stuff. Now I'm curious though, what the fuck happened to Ashanti the Adonis? Because I never saw
Haven't
follow up to
heard
that.
that. Yep, I haven't heard about that.
So I'm sure they'll get back to it, but they got to get back to it.
And they need to, because again, it's been what, 3 weeks now since we've heard? Yeah, that's what I thought.
So interesting. Very interesting. But overall, SmackDown was pretty freaking awesome. Kevin Owens and Logan Paul.
I love seeing Logan Paul on my TV. Call me crazy. I do.
Austin Theory and Kevin Owens killed it.
Yep.
I mean, like, it was good. Great episode, dude. Great episode. And
that 4-way tag match, telling me the story with the tag titles and how they're going to be defended in Perth.
Yeah, and next week, a team from Raw will have a fatal 4-way qualifying match, and they'll verse
the winner,
Pete Dunne and Butch, or Pete Dunne and Butch, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Pete Dunne and Butch.
So
that was me.
Tag team division's on fire. A women's division is on fire. The U.S. Championship picture is on fire.
Dude, it looks good.
Everything in WWE right now is pretty freaking awesome, except Roman Reigns and The Rock. But
I'm just still on the hope. I'm still on the hope, brother.
Yeah, we'll see.
I can't be let down twice, dude. I got let down by the Lions, and now I've been let down by WWE. My heart hurts. I'm in pain.
Wrestling, changing your emotions on the fly.
What a
wonderful thing,
man.
Oh man, crazy!
What a show SmackDown was.
What a show. Overall, everything was a great episode. Like I said, I just don't like the ending, but we'll see what happens. Maybe it's a swerve, maybe it's not. I don't know.
One thing we forgot to mention: Jade Cargill.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, it kind of goes back to the free agent thing, but yeah, they're making a big deal out of Jade Cargill potentially coming to SmackDown. She looks great.
Jade Cargill instantly looks like a star.
Yeah, she's got it.
Yeah, she does. She's absolutely amazing. And then the Bianca Belair thing, talking about how she can get her shot at the title. I was a fan of that.
Like I said, man, they're cooking.
Yeah, except in one area. They cook sardines at the end.
No, it's not sardines. That's disrespectful. The Rock and Roman's a massive match. We can't diminish how big that match is.
I'm not diminishing the match. You're right. You're right.
But the way that they executed the final segment, I thought was
sardines.
Ass.
With sardines.
Ass.
Right there.
Had to censor myself. Didn't censor myself all stream. I had to.
Yeah.
But yeah, that ending was not hot.
No.
And like I said, it's gonna make Cody a bigger babyface anyways. But.
Absolutely.
Well, I think that concludes the SmackDown Live show, brother.
Yeah, I think I want to go lay down.
I'm hoping we could be in a better mood next time, but
I'm hoping Monday is better. Or well, technically, no, we're not going to have any answer on Sunday. Although we will have Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, and hopefully there's some stuff told with that on Sunday. So I'll be happy about that. But Monday. Oh, just pain. I know it. Pain.
They can fix it.
They
They can
can.
fix
They
it.
can. But they need to on Monday.
I mean, I already stated the solution that fixes it, but
And
we'll
then
see what
like
happens.
they won't fix it, and then the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl, and I'll go cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just pain.
Doing a wrestling podcast is fun. ladies and gentlemen, everybody who came through. At one point we had nearly 1,000 live viewers. So shout out to you guys. Thank you to everybody for the super chats and all these great things. Definitely appreciate it. Billy TKO on YouTube. Check him out. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Yes, sir.